The stuff I got to say. Let's just go ahead. All
Oh
right.
God, like I told you, I feel like it's gonna be negative.
Yeah, you'll see. Welcome back, everybody. It is Small Couch Reviews. It's your boy Sam.
It's your boy Jovi.
Yeah, man. We are here recording this week. Don't have a movie to talk about, but we definitely have a game to talk about. Although Jovi and sorry to put you on the spotlight, I think we got to see Bottoms sometime next week and talk about that.
Yeah, no, it's been popping up.
Yeah,
Like even more advertisements, which makes me happy. Which means this joint should do well.
yeah. No, I like.
Uh, it's just like rated R teen movies are hard to sell. But like nowadays, back when we were growing up, like that was the thing that was funny. Like you wanted to see that, like Super Bad and stuff like that. So
Gosh,
I want that era to come back,
I
to
feel
say
like
the least.
that wasn't that long ago, but I guess.
Right. True.
But anyway, yeah. So we are going to talk about that. But right now, Starfield. Wide release was earlier this week, I believe. I think it was
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah. So I got it PC as we talked about in our unboxing video. If you haven't checked that out,
Right.
go check it out. And Jovi got it earlier because he, had the collector's edition. And you have Game Pass, correct?
Yeah, yeah. So with Game Pass, you had two options. Game Pass, you waited till Tuesday, play for free. Well, play with your membership. Um, then if you wanted to, for like $20, you could upgrade it and play early, like I had with buying the collector's edition. So like they did their Game Pass members some justice with that. So
Okay.
you got to play almost a week early, um, just by giving $20 to the developer.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah,
All right. All right. So, quick recap if you don't know. Well, you know, you click this video. You know what this game is about. Starfield. You're going in space. It's the newest thing from Bethesda since,
right.
I think, since Fallout.
70.
No, it was Fallout. It was Fallout 4, right?
Hold on, no. Let's research Bethesda titles. All right, all right. So, fun fact for you: the last Bethesda game was Redfall,
The vampire one.
the vampire one that no one played.
Oh, I didn't know that was a Bethesda game. I'm not even going front. That's
So we have
really bad.
Fallout 76. Well, go. Oh, yeah. So, of course, the wonderful Elder Scrolls, Ghostwire Tokyo, Fallout 76, Mighty Doom, Quake 2, Hi-Fi Rush, which is actually a really fun game,
Mm-hmm.
and that released during a press conference. Yeah, they just dropped that joint.
Okay.
And then Starfield.
Wow. Well,
So
hold
that's
on.
the last 8 games in the last what 2 years?
Wow. Dang, yo. When was Fallout 4?
Fallout 4 was before Doom Eternal, before Elder Scrolls, Skyrim
It
Edition,
was
and
before
before Deathloop.
Skyrim? Really?
Well, no, Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim Anniversary Edition.
Oh, okay. I was like, that can't be right. But
And it was before Fallout 4 was before Deathloop, and Deathloop came out in the beginning of COVID.
Deathloop. Deathloop is a. Oh, I'm sorry. So maybe Bethesda, they're just like the publisher.
Yeah,
Okay, not the developer. Okay. All
yeah,
right.
yeah,
So
yeah,
that's why.
yeah.
All right. Got you. Got
So
you.
they have all these under their games within the last their featured games through Bethesda.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. Got you. Got you.
Yeah. So it's like they not saying they were doing the work, but like you said, they're publishers. Like so they've been putting out stuff. It's
Okay. All right then.
it's not like we haven't been getting games from Bethesda.
Well, yeah. I
And
mean,
in every Bethesda way, Redfall is what I thought Starfield was gonna be. Like I was excited for Starfield, but I thought it was gonna be the most buggiest thing I've ever played in my life.
hmm
Redfall was probably the most buggiest Bethesda produced or pushed out game I've ever played, and then Hi-Fi Rush runs the best, but it's not the same type of game.
Gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha. Now you're right. The whole Redfall thing. We could have made a whole video about that debacle, but we're talking about Starfield.
Space
Jovi,
Jam.
how many hours have you put into Starfield so far?
If you want to pause, I can check. I would say I put about maybe 2 hours for the last 7 days. So about 14, 15, 16, 17 hours. I haven't really put in like too much. And my gameplay has been totally different from everybody else's because I'm playing the game for what I thought it was going to be, a space exploration, which in fact it's not.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly. And that's why I wanted to talk to you about this,
Yeah.
bro.
So
So,
I've been doing that. I've been getting in my ship. I've been going to different planets, different solar systems, and I've been going on floating like space stations that are abandoned, taking out pirates. Like I did that for like the first 4 days. Then I was like, hey, let me play the game. Then
okay.
I started doing all the side quests, and I was like, that was another chunk of my gameplay. Then I was like, hold on. Let me actually play this story because I love good stories. Then I've been playing the story for this week has been story for me. So since what was that? When did I pick up? It's been what, 2 weeks? A week and a half?
Yeah, just about. But yeah.
Man. I haven't put in like we should have got Mark on here. Maybe we can get a recording from him and throw it at the end or something like that. But like he was level 16 in like 2 days. Like, like it was he's been playing the and building and doing all that. I haven't even touched building. I haven't touched making, going on planets and making stations there, harvesting. I haven't even really messed with my characters, like all the stats. Like
Okay, so
getting
you
used to playing a game like a Scrolls game or a Skyrim, like, or even Fallout. Some of the aspects I get Fallout, but for me, I say all that, and it sounds like I'm being negative. Um, I'm enjoying like doing what I want and like making the game for me. Because every time I talk to a different person, they're playing it a totally different way. And I'm enjoying just being able to pick it up and say, like, hey, I'm going to be playing this for some time because I'm not going to even touch the surface of what this can do. So
okay?
that's it for me. I've enjoyed it. I mean, I haven't come across any crashes. Everybody I've talked to has had crashes. I have come across
I haven't crashed. I haven't
I've
crashed
come
once.
across some glitches, but that is a Bethesda for Bethesda. That's what they do.
Don't even know if I
I
crashed the
haven't.
glitch yet.
I've definitely come across like you'll say something on the top left, like what you're supposed to do, like you're trying to find somebody, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, they're on your ship." They're not on my ship. Where are they? They are in between two boxes on the port.
Oh
That's
yeah.
where they are.
Okay. I
Stuff
haven't.
like
I
that
mean, I
where
get you. I haven't. That's going to happen in a
right.
game this
And that
size, but I haven't had that yet.
yeah, and that's it. That I haven't experienced. I got stuck in this boot like where it auto saved right when the police were shooting at me. And so like every time I started the game up, it was me getting shot at, which was very annoying. Luckily, I had a save that was like maybe 4 minutes before, and I just redid everything. So I'm having a good time with it, but at the same time, I'm not able to play it like I wanted to. So this review was supposed to be
Well, I wouldn't
me
even call this a
spending
review. I just wanted to see like a reaction.
or just a check in. This
Yeah.
is I don't know what we were going to call these.
This is just
This
this
is
is
like
just to your initial reaction after playing for a little while.
first
'Cause I
reaction.
don't think
Yeah,
it's I haven't I don't think I have played enough to make a review, and I'm gonna talk about if I will play
first
enough.
first reaction. Like if once we get to 100 hours each is when I really want to review this game because I've heard some things and seen some things online from some of my favorite YouTubers where it's just like the end game is not what you think the end game is. Um,
Mm.
and it's like if you fly through the story, then you're gonna be put in this weird situation where you either start the game over or you have this kind of like continuation mode, but then they start a lot of stuff over too anyway. So I'm like, what is the point of that? Um, and then one thing that came out from the developers is like basically you can level up unlimitedly. Like you can every single category can be leveled completely up, which I kind of like because that changes the game experience. So that's my first thought on it. I'm enjoying it because I'm having fun with it. I'm not enjoying it because of what I thought this game was going to be. I kind of feel like it didn't come across the same way. And then for me personally, I am not a big Bethesda guy. Like
Yeah.
played, I've played Bethesda games. I've owned Bethesda games. Have I finished one? No.
So
Um,
here's the thing, Jovi.
yeah, you go for it. This is all
This
you. I want to hear because even from your text messages, from your just the way we've talked the last few days, you just don't seem happy.
so okay. I have through. Okay, so first off, I'm gonna say it off jump. There's no way I'm getting to 100 hours in this game. I just I. So here's the thing. I have three big problems with it. First, you touched on it. What we thought it was going to be, the space exploration type game that we thought it was going to be, it's not. There are
Yeah,
so many when you leave here. Like, first of all, you and I should say I'm about, I think just between 7 or 8 hours in. All right, but I have been doing the main quest line. So when you leave a planet, first of all, you can fast travel a lot.
you can
Um,
fast travel anywhere if your mass is not higher
yeah,
than what it's supposed to be.
yeah, which
You can you can literally travel across the solar system.
yeah, you can. You can like, and sometimes you actually, I think you need to. So like, the space exploration, that just like having that feature cuts it out. But let's say you don't have, I'm sorry. Let's say you didn't have to. Excuse me. Even
You
though,
don't. And I didn't for the first. I didn't for like the first 7 hours I played because I had too much stuff on me at all times.
yeah, that's a there are a lot. That's I'm going to touch on that in a little bit. But when you leave a planet and you go into space, there are a lot of planets you just can't go to. Like, they're not actual planets that you see. Like, you can see them, but you can't actually go. Like, you can't actually visit them, if that makes sense. Like, they're just like I don't know how to say this. Like, pieces of art. Like they're there, but you can't actually go there.
Mhm.
That kind of, I don't want to say I was like, when I first did, I was like, oh, this sucks. But then I realized, like, the game, I guess it's just not as big as I thought it would be, at least to me. Um,
In that reality, because it's not flat planed, there's still 1,000 planets. They're just not. It's so spread out that it does not feel as large as it is.
yeah,
Because
okay, yeah, no,
technically,
okay, yes, okay,
so technically the game is bigger, but it doesn't feel that way. So I
right.
completely agree
Right,
with
yeah.
that.
Well, like, exactly. Like when you're traveling, it doesn't feel that way.
Right.
Um, and then you touched on it. So that was just my first thing. This place exploration isn't what I thought it would be. But that's
Mhm.
actually the most forgivable of the things. The second thing, the way this game plays, unlike you, I love Bethesda games. But the second I got into it, I was like, wow, this feels very familiar. It just, Jovi, it's nothing really fresh. I don't know if it's
Mhm.
the same engine. I have to look it up. But like, even the way characters emote, it just feels so like 10 years ago, bro.
Yeah.
It's weird because the graphics themselves aren't bad, as in like visually. They're not like bad. They're rendered very well. But then you talk to a
Mhm.
person and it's like talking to like the NPCs are like sticks, man. Like,
Yeah.
what are these expressions? Like, there are more. Like, I see more emotion in like a Telltale game or the other game I'm playing, Life is Strange on the Switch. Like,
Yeah.
you people, which actually that's not fair. That's more of a cinematic game. Let's say, well, the game you just mentioned, Deathloop from Arcane.
Yeah.
I like I see more expression from them than this, and it's just like this is exactly how they did it back in Skyrim and in
Mhm.
Fallout. And it's like,
You can tell, yeah. You get the same feeling, like, and
yeah.
then like the mouths are weird
Yeah,
too.
that's what you're getting. That's exactly what it is. It's the mouths. The mouths are
Yeah,
just they're just strange. Like, people don't look like that, and I'd
yeah,
expect that to be updated, and it's not. Like you mentioned, there's the whole you carry too much stuff thing. I'm over that whole. I'm over that whole thing in general. Like, I've never really liked that in RPGs.
Hmm.
like carrying too much stuff, and then you have to dump stuff, and then you don't know if you've dumped enough. Like I just there needs to be a better way to fix that. Seriously.
Hmm.
Um, and but then just the most unforgivable thing outside of the, or I'm sorry, let me finish that point. What I'm getting at is the game just it feels old to
Yeah.
me, but
Okay.
for someone who hasn't played a Bethesda title like you, or someone who was itching for a Bethesda fix, that's probably a good thing because it's more Bethesda. I mean, hate it or love
I
it, it's more
yeah.
Bethesda.
That's for me. It's like this seems like the one for me,
Yeah,
right? It so I haven't put the time again. I've played them, but I have not put the time in like you have or our friend Mark has. Like y'all play, but there's like that's your type of gameplay. Like that's your games. Like you like RPGs, you like that style.
yeah,
I can play for a while. You give me a month with it, and then I'm just done. This seems like the Bethesda game, and it may be because it's just space. I like
yeah,
space.
probably.
I like the idea of space, right?
And I
The
think that
sci-fi ness
I
of it.
think that's the main thing between
Yeah,
the biggest difference that we're gonna have is I because you like that, whereas me, I
right,
like I told you, I put almost 300 hours into Skyrim. I love that world.
right,
But my biggest problem with this game, bro, it's to me, this is complete my opinion. The
right.
main quest line is just so boring. It is so boring. Like, bro, I don't. So when I was playing it, I'm sitting here and I'm like, all right, I'm getting started. I'm doing, like you said, I'm doing all the stuff that you mentioned. Sorry, that market done. And I'm just like, yo, when is this going to like capture my interest? When is this going to get fun? And then I'm reading some stuff where people, and I'm sorry, I was doing this around, I think it was around when I had played like 3 hours because after my first day, I was just looking up what people had been saying about it, and I saw this common thread where people said, it's around, the 10 hour mark, the game gets really, really, really good. Like it gets really good. And to me, I'm just like, I don't know if I want to wait 10 hours for a game to get really good.
Really good, right?
Yeah, like I mean, think about it. Like in terms of if a movie, usually in the first half hour, me and you can tell if like what a movie is going to be, and with rare exceptions,
Right.
movies can totally flip like in the third act. Um, but normally, I'm not waiting around an hour and a half for a movie to get good. And
No.
I don't think I should. I don't want to play a game for 10 hours for it to get good.
So you realize
Now,
you're like, oh yeah,
I understand in the grand scope of things, this game could go on for 100, 200, 300 hours. So 10 really is a fraction of it. But even
hmm,
still, I didn't want to put it in. And I think what really got me is when I got so familiar with when I got so familiar with it, and felt like I was playing a Bethesda game again. I was just like, I don't feel like doing this thing. Maybe it's because I think it really is because I put so much time into the other games. It's like I don't feel like doing this again,
the
for
grind.
another couple 100 hours,
Yeah.
especially if the narrative itself it just wasn't. It's just not for me. It's Jovi. When I say it's boring, I mean, bruh, I legit was on my couch, like I was dozing. I can't play this game past 11 o'clock, or I'm gonna doze off and go to sleep. Like I actually had to cut it off and like turn on and I had to turn on the TV for a little bit, get me something to eat, come back, and then play it again at nighttime. Like I couldn't, yo. So I think I am because just literally because I paid full price for this game. I'm not
Right.
gonna stop at 8 hours, but I don't think I'm going to be able to put in the 100 hours that would be required for me to fully appreciate this game because in layman's terms, I don't care enough, yo. Like just because of that. For those three reasons, mainly the last two. The first one was just a nitpick, but mainly
Right.
those last two reasons, like um, it is space, and I knew I don't know, man. I don't know. It's maybe maybe I'm not as maybe outside of like Star Wars. Maybe I don't
You're
care
not.
about space as much as I thought I
Yeah.
did. I don't know, man. Like I really don't because this. And No Man's Sky was a disaster, but I mean, you still got to go in space and fly around planet stuff. I just didn't care about that. And
No
then,
Man's Sky, yeah, and that didn't hit well either.
yeah,
Like that was a bad initial launch, and then they fixed it. Then it's just like people are like, why would I need this game if I can just go play No Man's Sky?
yeah,
It do the same thing, but it's like the interaction
yeah. No,
between the
yeah.
NPCs.
I honestly think if I hadn't, like, seriously, it is. No, I can't say that. I was about to say probably is if I hadn't played a Bethesda game in a while, I would like this more. But nah, like I really just I don't care about the main quest line story. Like, and I don't want to wait 12 hours for it to get good for me.
Right.
But that those are just my thoughts. I think there are actually I know there are probably people who say the same thing. I don't want to harp on. I don't like being negative too long, so I don't want to harp on it. But I just wanted to get that out there, bro. I'm not a fan like I thought I would be.
Right.
And I'm not going to finish this game. But that was it. That's it. Those are just my thoughts on it.
I mean, that's understandable. It makes like I could be like, what are you talking about, right? But no, that's everything you said is logical. You have a different like you have a different look into these type of games, and then you also like if you don't like this style, this spacey thing, like that's why I was so excited about Cyberpunk because
Mm-hmm.
it was like this is just this dystopian future. Like that's like even stuff like that I thought we were going to see in this too.
Yeah,
But it's
no, I
like
agree because it looks so cool and different and stuff.
yeah,
And I actually think if I was able to forgive Cyberpunk, I think I'd probably enjoy that game. But I can't forgive
I told you
it.
it's here. It's here. I'll play it one day, and then and I'm gonna sit there, and then that will be a year and a half from now, and you're gonna get a random video, everybody, and it's just gonna be like, this game was actually good.
Yeah.
So no, that's great. I mean, I have nothing else to say. Like again, I'm enjoying it. I'm taking my time with it, like really taking my time with it. I'm not playing it time wise. I don't have it, and then two, I've been staying up playing it when it's like I need to go to bed.
Oh yeah, that's that. I mean, those are really the
It,
only times to
yeah,
adulting.
it's
We
not,
only have
and
time to play games when we sacrifice our sleep at night. So
yeah, and then the next up is Call of Duty, and so it's just like
no,
I
no,
play
no,
Call of
I'm
Duty
not playing that.
because
I'm not buying.
yeah, see, you're not playing because one, the stories have been super short the last few years, and
And
then
I like the
two,
campaigns, and
right,
like I don't like how much space it takes. Like legit, this
yeah,
Modern Warfare 2 is 300 gigs on my hard drive. That's
yeah.
unacceptable. No, no.
So I played the campaign before I even got online, and then you have friends like I have friends that are going to be online day of, and they're going to be playing, and then once you get to play with them, it's like you can't keep up.
Yeah.
So that's why I play it because I get to play with friends, and we get to have the chat going. It's the community aspect of it, but it's going to be like cool. I played an hour or two with y'all. I'm gonna go play.
Wait a minute.
Uh,
We can do cross playing Call of Duty now, can't we?
yep,
Yeah, we
yep. For
can.
the
You
last
know what?
last
You
two
know what?
years,
Maybe I will get it and I'll join you.
yeah,
'Cause I
it
do
works
remember.
well too. Surprisingly,
Oh no, I remember because remember when I was on PC playing with someone on a PlayStation with your little
yeah,
Activision code, and it works very well. So yeah.
yeah.
All right,
So
man.
no, so we're on the opposite ends with this. Well, not complete opposite ends. We're kind of like
No,
this
I
is
mean
the
I think we
middle.
agree
You're
on the
here.
same
I'm here. We're
thing.
not like all the way over
Right.
here,
Like I
but we're
think we
like
agree on what the game is. We just have different interpretations of it, if that makes
yes,
sense. But yeah.
yes,
Yeah,
and it's
man.
like
So Starfield, let us know what you know. Let us know what you think, your initial impressions, or if you put in the time, like if you've already beaten the main quest line, and let us know what you think. Yeah, let us know which one you're more leaning towards, Jovi or myself. Thank you guys for sitting through this video with us, and until next time. Oh, wait, before I even say that, please, 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 if you like this, go ahead, hit that little subscribe button and the bell. There you go. And then you will always be up to date when we drop a new video. So now, Thank you for sitting through this. And until next time, we out.
Deuces.